So hello students, welcome to all for our classes. Today I will be taking the second part of class chapter 10 from class 6 science, that is motion and measurement of distances. Okay, so if you will go and see my part 1 in which I have discussed all about length, distances, and I have discussed about the arbitrary measurement. Arbitrary measurement is what? The non-measurement units. Okay, जिनकी कोई यूनिट्स नहीं होती है वो वाले मेजरमेंट. बट टुडे व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस इज स्टैंडर्ड यूनिट ऑफ मेजरमेंट व्हिच इज इन शॉर्ट कॉल्ड SI unit. So standard unit of measurement was decided that arbitrary units, they vary from person to person, from place to place. So a standard unit for measurement was kept, which was accepted worldwide, and it is same for all of us. It do not vary person to person or region to region or country to country. Okay, so secondly we will discuss about the meter scale. We will see the meter scale, how it is divided. We will see how we can convert meter into centimeter and all. Okay, next we will see the correct measurement of length, how we can correctly measure any length. Okay, any length of any of the items. Next we are going to see the measuring the length of a curved line. So sometimes there are curved lines like this. Okay, so measuring a straight line is very easy, but how can we take the measurement, a correct measurement of the curved line? So these are the topics that we are going to discuss today. So let's start with the SI unit, that is the standard unit of measurement. Okay, so in ancient time people use the length of their foot, the width of their fingers like this, the distance between the steps. These were the common units, different kinds of units which was used for measurement. Okay, so commonly these were commonly used as different units of measurement. Okay, so this was typically how people used to measure things in ancient time. Okay, so a cubit as a length from the elbow to the fingertips. Okay, from elbow, if you see, from elbow to a fingertip. So a cubit as a length of from elbow to a fingertip was used in ancient Egypt. Egypt में ऐसा use करते थे लोग, and was accepted as the unit of length in other parts of the world also. Okay, so firstly who started it? Egypt, a country. It started with a cubit length. Okay, cubit as the length from elbow to finger, and the other part of the world also accepted this cubit, this thing. Okay, this was measurement of a length. So people also use their foot. They used to measure using their foot. Foot was also the unit of length in other parts of the world. Okay, so firstly elbow to fingertip, then next was the foot. Foot was also a unit which was used as a measuring unit in ancient time in different parts of the world. Not only Egypt but different part of the world adopted it, opted it. Okay, so the length of the foot varied from region. What happened? This length of the foot, it was varying from region to region, because different kinds of, somewhere people are short-heighted, somewhere people are very long-heighted, so they have a big foot, and some people have got a small foot. So this foot measurement or this elbow measurement, it used to vary from region to region, from people to people. Okay, so this type of measurement varies from region to region and also person to person. Okay, so this was our biggest drawback of this unit which was used in ancient time. Okay, so people then came a concept of yard. So people started to measure the cloth by a distance between the end of their outstretched arm and their chin. Okay, so from here chin to outstretched arm, they used to measure the length of a cloth. Okay, so that was termed as yard. Okay, our term yard was used for measuring clothes, and that measurement was between the chin to the extended from here to here. Okay, so this was one way how people used to measure different types of measurement was done. So the Roman measured with this pace or steps. So is it people? We have seen that how they use the measurement. Then came the Romans. Roman people also use their pace or steps for measuring things. So in ancient India, a small length measurement was used. If we talk about India during ancient time, what they used a small measurement unit, and that was called angur. Okay, you must have heard your grandmother and all saying ek angur, do angur. So that angur is basically the finger. They measure it using their finger. Okay, so this was the measurement done in ancient India. Fine. So or sometimes they use their fist, and that was called mutti. Fist से भी measurement करते थे ये लोग. Okay. So that was fist, mutti measurement. So different types of measurements were there. We have seen Egypt also followed, Romans, ancient India also this angur and mutti was there. Even today if you will see, some peoples are there, like your grandmothers are also there. And even if you see flower sellers, what they do when they sell the flowers, they use their forearm. Okay, they use their forearm as a unit of length. They will show you like this, itna bada, yeah, this much big is that. For the garlands, or it may be some kinds, you can see that when they are selling some garlands or some kind of plants they are selling, so they are using their forearms as a unit of measurement. Okay, so many such body parts continue to be used as a unit of length. Okay, unit of length को क्या use किया गया? Different body parts, different areas में, different countries में, according to their convenience. जिसको जो convenient रहा. Some are using their hands, some are using their arms, some using fingers, some foot. So different जगहों पे, different areas में, different countries में, worldwide, जिसको जो convenient रहा वो लोग उस टाइप के body parts continue किए use करने के लिए as a unit of length. Unit of length. Okay, length की unit को उन्होंने different use किया, different तरीके से. Fine. So what happens कि although ये measurement ठीक था, somewhat it was okay, but it did not give a accurate measurement. अगर हम आज की डेट में SI unit, standard unit को लेके चले, तो it was various kinds of measurement of length. That was not an accurate measurement. Okay. So, however, everyone's body part, because while it was not an accurate measurement, because we know that everybody's body part slightly differ. Mine may be smaller, your may be larger, or somebody's may be smaller and mine may be larger in size. तो हर किसी का body part का जो size होता है that differ. If my arm is this much big, it's not necessary that everybody's arm is this much big only. Okay, so this must have caused a lots of confusion in measurement. What happened कि measurement में बहुत confusion हो गया, क्योंकि different measurements आए, वही measurement मैं करती हूँ तो it is giving me 1 अंगुल and somebody else is measuring तो it is giving 1.5 अंगुल. So different measurements आए, इसमें बहुत confusion हुआ. People will think mine is correct and somebody is going to say mine is correct. So what happens? It was very difficult to measure length. So then in 1790 में क्या हुआ? France created a standard unit of measurement, and that was called metric system. Okay, so in 1790 they have created a standard unit of measurement. Okay, and that unit of measurement was called metric system. Okay, metric system. 1790 में French created a standard unit of measurement and that was a metric system. तो ये जो अंगुल सिस्टम, जो फीट सिस्टम, जो हैंड, पाम, डिफरेंट बॉडी पार्ट्स वाला था, उसको फिनिश किया गया और फ्रेंच ने एक स्टैंडर्ड यूनिट बनाई मेजरमेंट की, जिससे कि now this standard unit of measurement, how it was very beneficial. This standard unit of measurement gave uniformity. हर जगह एक यूनिफॉर्म measurement हुआ. Okay, I will be telling you what was the advantages of a standard unit. Okay, so for the sake of uniformity, scientists all over the world have accepted this system of unit, and that was a metric system, the standard unit of measurement. So the system of unit known as the international system of unit. Okay, the system of unit was known as international system. Okay, international system of units. And this international system of units was called as SI units. Okay, so this SI unit of length is a meter. What is the SI unit of length? SI unit of length is meter. Okay, so international system of unit, that is called as SI unit. The SI unit of length is meter. It is a meter scale that we are going to discuss now about it. So what was the benefit of this standard unit of measurement? It was uniform all over the world. All over the world एक यूनिफॉर्म यूनिट थी और नो कंफ्यूजन. जितने भी कंफ्यूजन्स थे उसको ये रिमूव किया. नो कंफ्यूजन वाज देयर एंड इट वाज अ यूनिफॉर्म फॉर ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड. एवरीबॉडी एक्सेप्टेड इट. इट वाज अ यूनिफॉर्म यूनिट. ओके, सो देयर वाज नो कंफ्यूजन कि somebody will say कि no, mine is correct and other is going to say mine is correct. As we have seen that when arbitrary unit was there, when body parts was used as a unit of measurement, it gave a lots of confusion. But SI unit has got no confusion. It was accepted worldwide and it was uniform for all of us. Okay, so let's see in detail about SI units. So now we will see the meter scale. So what is a meter? If we talk about meter, it is the standard unit of measurement of length. The standard unit of length is meter and the symbol represented is M. ओके, सो मीटर की बात करें तो मीटर इज अ स्टैंडर्ड यूनिट ऑफ लेंथ. The standard unit of length and the symbol used is m. Small m we used to denote meter. Okay, so here you can see this is a meter scale. Okay, I hope it will be clear to you. This is a meter scale. This meter scale is having 30 centimeters, and if you will see your small ruler which you are using in your pencil box or in geometry box, it has got 15 centimeter. Okay, this is a bit larger ruler, so it has got how many? 30 centimeters. Okay, so now each meter is divided into 100 equal divisions. Okay, if you will see 1 meter, it is divided into 100 equal division. Okay, so that is called centimeter. Okay, it is called centimeter. 1 meter is having 100 equal divisions, and that is a centimeter. So each centimeter has 10 equal. If you see centimeters, they have got 10 equal divisions, and that are millimeter. Okay, so you have seen that each meter has got how many divisions? 100 equal divisions. Okay, just take out your scale and you can see that each meter has got, if you will count it, it is 100 equal divisions, and that is called centimeter. And if you see each centimeter has got 10 divisions. You can count it here. You will see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like this it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Okay. So on this it is going to be 1. Okay. So each centimeter has got 10 equal divisions. And those 10 equal divisions is equal to millimeter. That is called millimeter. Mm is millimeter, cm is centimeter. Okay. So now let's see some of the units. So if you count 1 meter is equals to how many centimeter it is going to be? 100 centimeters. Okay. Because there are 100 equal divisions. See on your scale, that will be very clear to you. Now if you see 1 centimeter, so 1 centimeter is going to be 10 millimeter. Okay, it is having how many divisions? 10 equal divisions, so it is 10 millimeter. So this was the basis of the measurement of unit. Now what happens if for measuring larger distance, meter is not a convenient unit. If you have to measure a large distance, meter is not a convenient unit. So we have to define some larger units, and that are called kilometer. Okay. So larger units is kilometer. It is denoted by K capital, M small. That is kilometer. So if you talk about 1 kilometer, 1 kilometer has got how many? 1000 meters. 1 kilometer is having 1000 meter. Okay, and kilometer is used for larger units. If you see that what is the distance between one country to another, if you calculate the distance between Delhi and Mumbai, so is that calculated in meter? No, it's in kilometer. That this much kilometer, one city is far from the other city, it is given in kilometer. If you book a train or a bus train, you will see that they have mentioned that how this kilometer you are traveling. So larger distance, for larger distance, the unit used was of kilometer. Okay. So multiples of unit. So what was simple multiples of unit? If we talk about simple multiples of units, units that are used for the measurement of larger distances. Okay, units that are used for the measurement of larger distances are multiples of SI unit. Okay, it's a multiple of SI unit. So simple multiples of unit means the units that are used for the measurement of larger units. Okay, not larger units, larger distances. Are the multiples that are the multiples of SI units. Okay, they are the multiples of SI units. So units that are used for the measurement of larger distance, they are the multiple of SI units. It's not any small unit. जितने भी SI units हैं उनके multiples हैं. कौन-कौन से हैं ये? For example, which units are there? It's a deca, hecta, kilo. Kilometer, I have already told you that kilometer is used for larger units. So deca, hecta, kilo, these are larger units. Now let's see how these deca, hecta, kilo I have already told you, but deca, hecta are related to meter. So if you talk about 1 decameter gives you how many meters? 10 meter. Okay, 1 decameter is equals to 10 meter. Now if you see 1 hectometer, so 1 hectometer is going to give you 100 meters. Okay, 1 hectometer is 100 meters. And if you see 1 kilometer, as I have already told you, 1 kilometer is equals to 1000 meter. So these simple multiples of units are used to measure the larger units. Here I have given you the example of 3. 1 decameter is equals to 10 meter. 1 hectometer is equals to 100 meter, and 1 kilometer is equals to 1000 meter. Okay, so this is simple multiples of unit. Now we will see if these smaller units are there. Sometimes units are very small, so we will see the sub multiples of unit. This was the simple multiples of units. Now the sub multiples. Sub multiples is for smaller units. Okay, so units used for measuring smaller units. Okay, smaller units के measurement के लिए they are sub multiples of SI units. Okay, for larger unit they were the multiples of SI unit, but for sub multiples of unit, if you talk, units that are used for measuring smaller units are the sub multiples of SI units. So for example, if you take example is milli, okay, centi is there, centi and deci. Okay, so as millimeter we have already discussed, centimeter also I have told you, but I am telling you again. 1 meter is going to be how many decimeter? 10 decimeter. Okay, and if you see 1 meter is equals to 100 centimeter. Okay, there are 100 subdivisions. How many divisions? 100 equal divisions are there. And 1 meter is equals to how many millimeter? It is going to be 1000 millimeter. Okay, so you can refer in your meter scale also. Just see in your scale, it will be very clear to you. It is going to be 1 meter is there, so 10 divisions are there. So that is going to be okay, and you can see it here very carefully. When you will count it, you can see. So this is how the smaller units are measured. 1 millimeter, 1000 millimeter is equals to 1 meter. 100 centimeter is giving 1 meter, and 10 decimeter is giving 1 meter. So these are the smaller units. We have seen the larger units, that is kilo, hecta, deka, and we have seen also the smaller units. Now the question is how we can measure it, that measurement of a length is going to be accurate without making any error. कोई error ना आए और हम बिल्कुल accurate measurement करें, ऐसा हम कैसे कर सकते हैं? That we will see next. So now we will see the correct measurement of length. Okay, so if we talk about measurement, we have got different kinds of measuring unit. Okay, if you see in your daily life, there are various types of measuring devices. Okay, we use meter scale for measuring lengths. This type of meter scale we have got. All of you must be having this scale in your pencil box or in your geometry box. So this meter scale we have got for the measurement. If you go to a tailor, what does a tailor do? Tailor takes a tape and measure your shoulders, measure your hand and everything. If you go in a clothes shop, what do you see? You see that they have got a meter rod, big meter rod they have got, and they use that for measurement. Okay. So we can say that we have got different types of measuring devices. Measuring devices can be different, but the measuring unit is always same. Okay. Now the question is that we have got to know that there is a standard unit of measurement and everything we have studied. But how we can do a correct measurement of length? How we can avoid a different means how can we avoid that we do not do any kind of error. Okay, so for correct measurement of length, the first thing is that we should keep the scale in contact with the object to be measured. Okay, suppose you have to measure this board, so you cannot measure the board like this. No, you cannot measure the board like this. Also, if you want to measure the length of a board, you have to keep it like this. Okay, in contact with that object. इस object से आपको बिल्कुल contact में रखना है. इस board को आपको measure करना है, तो इसके contact में आपको ये scale या tape whatever you are using, you have to keep it in contact with it. Okay, it's not like you think like this you can measure. No. You cannot measure like this. So you have to keep this scale in contact with the object you want to measure. Okay. So what is this step 1? Keep the scale in contact with the object to be measured. Okay. Next, what you have to do, the second step is that you start the measurement by the mark 0 on the scale. You have to see that you started with 0. Okay, sometimes the scales are broken and initially 0 is not there. I will be telling you, if you don't start the measurement from 0, what error you will be getting and what you have to do that. Okay, so always see that here is a 0 and you start with a 0. Start measuring from the 0 mark of a scale. Scale tape, whatever you are using, 0 mark of the scale. Okay, so this is very important. If you want to measure it, measure from 0. You have to measure it from 0 here. You cannot measure, suppose you have to measure this line. You cannot start measuring from here, from 4 or any other thing. You have to start measuring from 0, and if 0 is not there, I will be telling you what you have to do. The third thing is that, and very important thing is that, if you want to take a correct measurement, what you have to do to avoid getting an incorrect measurement, the eye position should be very correct. Eye position matters. Eye position should be very correct. Okay, suppose you have to measure this. We are measuring it like this. So if you look from here, it is going to be wrong. If you look from here, it is going to be incorrect. If you look from here, from the middle, it is going to be correct. So the eye must be exactly above the point where the measurement is to be taken. You have to take the measurement here. So eye should be exactly above that point. It should not be from left side, from right side. Eye should be exactly above the position to be measured. Okay. So the eye position should be correct. The eye should be above the point where the measurement is to be taken. Should be above the point where the measurement is to be taken. Okay, so these are some basic 3 steps that we should know for measuring a correct length. Okay, you should follow this step. You should keep the scale in contact with the object to be measured. You should start the measuring from 0 mark, and the eye position should be correct. Okay, so eye position in the center is correct to get a accurate measurement, while from the left and from the right direction, that is going to give you some kind of error. Okay, so that will give you a error. So we have seen the correct measurement. Now the chances of error. Where is the error? Where is the chance of error? So the first step we have seen is to keep it in the contact. Second step we have seen of we should always measure the distance from 0 mark. So what is going to happen? What error you are going to get if you are not going to measure from the 0 mark? There is an error that is called 0 error. Okay? 0 error. So what is 0 error? Suppose, let's take this scale. And suppose that this scale is broken from here. Sometimes the scales are broken. Some of the points, marks, divisions are broken here, or sometimes it is broken more. So if the scales are broken or you can't see the 0, 0 is not visible, it can lead to an error that is called 0 error. Okay, if the scale is if you cannot see the 0 point, there will be an error which is going to be called as 0 error. Fine. So for 0 error, what you have to do? You have to measure in some different way. The measuring from a different mark must be carried out. Suppose if 0 is missing, so you remove 0, you start the measuring from 1. Okay, from 1 you start. Suppose this was here. This much is missing. Okay, like this. Okay, here is 1. So this scale, if you see, 0 is missing already. So what you have to do, you have to start measuring from this point. Okay, to avoid 0 error. From 1 you start measuring. Now if you have started measuring from 1, what you have to do next? You can use any mark you can use, but that should be full scale. Okay, so suppose you have started measuring from 1.0 centimeter. Not from 0, but from 1.0 centimeter. So next what we have to do? You have to subtract the reading from this mark from the reading at the other end. Okay? So 0 was missing, here is 30. So you are going to subtract 31 from 30. It is going to give you 29 centimeter. ठीक है, आपको समझ में आया? क्या है कि हमें पहले तो स्केल को बिल्कुल कांटेक्ट में रखना है। दूसरी चीज है कि जब भी आप मेजरमेंट करो, आप यहाँ से देख लो कि स्केल 0 से है। सपोज स्केल में 0 ब्रोकन है, 0 नहीं है, एंड यू स्टार्टेड मेजरिंग फ्रॉम 1 से स्केल पूरी है, या 1 से भी नहीं है, 2 से है, तो आप 2 से स्टार्ट करो। सो आप 1 से स्टार्ट किया और यहाँ पे आपको क्या मिला? 30 मिला। ओके, यू स्टार्टेड फ्रॉम 1 and here you got 30. तो अब आपको क्या करना है, क्योंकि आपने 0 से नहीं स्टार्ट किया, 1 से स्टार्ट किए, तो आपको 30 में से 1 को निकाल देना है, इस 29 सेंटीमीटर। सपोज स्केल और टूटी रहती, आप 5 से स्टार्ट करते, तो आप क्या करते? 30 में से 5 को निकाल देते, इट इज गोइंग टू गिव यू 25 सेंटीमीटर ओनली। दिस स्केल of 30 centimeter, if it is broken up to 5, it is going to give you only 25 centimeter, not 30 centimeter. So this point is to be clear if you are not measuring from 0, और आप वो measurement देते हो, आप measure तो कर रहे हो 1 से, लेकिन आप इसको मान लेते हो कि 30 centimeter है, so it is going to give you 0 error. This is called 0 error. Okay. Now the next type of error is a parallax error. Okay, so what is parallax error? In the third point of measuring the distance, I have told you that the eye position should be correct. It should be in the center of the point to be measured, not from the right, not from the left. It should be in the center. Okay, so while measuring, the eye must be exactly above the point where the measurement is to be taken. If the measurement is to be taken here, the eye should be exactly here. Okay, if eye is here, it will lead this error. This error is called parallax error. Okay, so we have, and if eye is here, again this is going to lead parallax error. So parallax is a displacement or the change in the apparent position of the object when viewed from two different points. Okay, that point can be this side और that point can be this side. Okay, तो उनके बीच में ये जो एरर आया, सही पोजीशन तो ये थी, अब ये जो इधर से देखें तो ये जो एरर आया, that error is called parallax error. Okay, so this type of error while measuring, that is called a parallax error. Two different points of view are there. So we have seen how we can correctly measure any length. For that we have to follow the three basic steps, and if we are not following that three basic steps, it is going to lead either a zero error or a parallax error. Hope it will be very clear to you. Okay. So we have seen the measurement of a straight line. Now if you have to measure a curved line, what you are going to do? Curved line like this. If you have to measure this line, what you can do? So we cannot measure curved line using a meter scale. This is a meter scale. Can you measure it? How you will measure it? No. You cannot measure a curved line using a meter scale. So what you can do for measuring this type of curved line? Curved line के लिए हम meter scale तो नहीं use कर सकते, as I have told you. So curved line, for curved line what you need, you have to take a string or a thread. कोई thread लीजिए या कोई string लीजिए, any of them you can take. And what you have to do is that you just tie a knot at the one end. Okay. Suppose this is a thread you are having, so, or any string you can take. So you have to tie a knot at the one end, and you use that, start from here and you continue that thread moving like this up to here, and again here you tie a knot. Okay, एक इस कॉर्नर में नॉट टाई करिए थ्रेड के और एक इस कॉर्नर में. अब उस थ्रेड को बिल्कुल स्ट्रेट रखिए. कीप इट लाइक दिस. ठीक है, जो इसका मेजरमेंट आया इसको ऐसे रखिए थ्रेड को. नाउ दिस थ्रेड, what you can do, you can measure this thread using a meter scale. मीटर स्केल से आप फिर थ्रेड को यूज कर सकते हैं, मेजर कर सकते हो, एंड यू विल गेट दी लेंथ ऑफ अ कर्व लाइन. तो कर्व लाइन के लिए क्या करना है? कर्व लाइन को पहली चीज तो आप मीटर स्केल से नहीं मेजर कर सकते हो. आप एक स्प्रिंग लीजिए, कोई थ्रेड लीजिए, और जिस तरीके से आपकी कर्व लाइन गई है इस तरीके से पूरा मेजरमेंट करिए. फ्रॉम वन एंड टू द अदर एंड, tie a knot of here of a thread and here also, and you measure it. Okay, so what you have to do, keep that at the beginning until the end. Okay, और फिर आपको अब ये जो thread की length मिली उसको पूरा stretch करिए and measure it using a meter scale. Okay, so a measuring tape can be used to find the length of curved object. Curved objects की length को measuring tape तो use कर सकते हैं, but a meter scale cannot be used. Okay, like if you have to measure the length of a snake, you can use a measuring tape, but not the meter scale. So we have seen how we can measure the curve line. Okay, so step by step we have seen the measurement also, measurement of a line, and if the line is curved, what we can do. पहले थ्रेड से मेजर कर लिया और उस थ्रेड को हम मीटर स्केल से मेजर कर लेंगे. ओके, सो वी हैव सीन टुडे अबाउट द स्टैंडर्ड यूनिट ऑफ मेजरमेंट, देन वी हैव सीन different bigger units and the smaller units, then we have seen कि how we can measure a length and what are the errors that are possible. We have seen the zero error, we have seen the parallax error. Okay, then we have seen the measurement of curved line. So this was all for today. Here I finished my part 2 of chapter 10. Hope you have liked my video. If you have liked my video, please give a like button. And if you have not subscribed our channel Oli Scholar yet, please do subscribe it so that you can get the daily updates of the videos which we are uploading daily. Okay, so thank you so much. Thank you for watching my video. Please don't forget to download our app. The description of the app, the link of the app is given in the description box. Please download it for very interesting videos, for very good, precise and easy PDF notes, for very good MCQ questions to test yourselves, and if you are interested for live videos, we conduct that also. Okay, so don't forget to download our app and And if you have any problem, please message or call us or mail us. You can get the phone number on our site. You can get the mail ID in the description box. Please feel free to mail us. Okay, so thank you so much. Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe our channel. Always further.